This message is for the Latinos for Trump and only for the Latinos for Trump. If you're not a Latino for Trump, just keep scrolling. Do you know who this guy is? Do you know who this guy is? Yes, he's a Trump advisor. But more importantly, he has been advising Trump on all things immigration. And I know you're already shrugging off because you don't give a shit because you think they're only after illegal immigrants, right? Right? I don't know how I missed this, but back in 2023, he posted this tweet that reads, "Yes, we started a new denaturalization project under Trump. In 2025, expected to be turbo." It's hard for me to accept it, but there's just not denying it. My community is full of some of the in the country. Unfortunate.
To this video where this couple, originally from Argentina, who voted for Trump, are upset that their son, who's a green card holder, is currently being detained by ICE.
Un incidente que terminó siendo un misdemeanor. Cumplió con todos los requisitos al pie de la letra, entonces se terminó el caso, se cerró, se dismissed. Lo detuvieron en el aeropuerto de LA, lo mandaron a un county jail en North Carolina por 3 días y luego lo movieron aquí a donde estamos ahora.
Él dijo que iba a ir por todos los delincuentes que entraron ilegal.
Y lo dijo muy claro.
Lo dijo bien claro.
Pero pasamos de tener una puerta abierta completamente a cerrarla con 10 rojos.
Es un engaño masivo lo que hizo. Es un mentiroso. Está mucha gente enojada. Y no solo inmigrantes. Gente que vive aquí, que tiene generaciones y generaciones de estar en este país.
And the family said that it's very possible that it could end with Agustin being deported.
So here's a little more background on their son, Augustine. He was convicted in 2020 of infliction of injury and he was sentenced to 3 years probation. Now, that case was closed in 2023. Well, in February, Augustine was coming back from a trip abroad through Los Angeles International Airport where he was stopped by DHS. There, they confiscated his green card and Argentine passport and told him to report to Border Patrol in Raleigh, North Carolina, which is where he lives. He did report to the office, apparently on his own. There's no word of whether or not there was a lawyer with him. He was detained, and within 2 days, he was transferred to Stewart. This is a Stewart detention center, which can roughly hold about 1,700 people. And according to Augustine, when he talked to his parents, it is overcrowded in there. People are sleeping on the floor, and they're not getting the basic necessities. Now, what is happening to their son and to everyone under this administration is terrible. But this is frustrating because Latinos for Trump really thought they were going to be safe from his mass deportations. Now that Trump has come after your family, now you realize that he was a liar. Trump has always been a liar. We knew he was going to go after immigrants, specifically Latinos, regardless if they're criminals or not. I do wish more Latinos will wake up to the fact that Trump is a liar, but unfortunately, it seems like with these Trump supporters, they do not believe anything until it personally affects them. So if this happens to come across your FYP page and you happen to be a Trump supporter, just know that something like this is in your future. You are not safe from him. He does not care about anybody but
Latinos for Trump, finding out season. Hey beautiful people, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. So all credit goes to the creators in these videos. Guys, when Trump first ran for president, many Latinos stood behind him. And all the promises he made about jobs, about growth, about safety, they thought it was going to bring them a better life because they believed that tough immigration rules will only affect others, right? They felt those rules will not affect them. And many of them proudly said, Latinos for Trump. They thought they were safe from all his policies. But now, the truth is clear. Families are being separated. The community is living in fear. Deportations are happening left, right, and center. Like, you even go out, you don't even know if you're going to come back because you don't know if you're going to be rounded up, right? Even legal residents are seeing how all these policies are affecting their everyday life. Because what they thought, rather, would not happen to them has come to their own very doorsteps. And either they like it or not, the regret is coming in waves. Their faces are full of worry. They are sad. The future is uncertain. And they feel betrayed because they feel that they supported somebody that was supposed to have their back. But I mean, he clearly stated it. I mean, it was loud and clear. The first day deportations are gonna happen, and they see that these policies do not choose between good and bad immigrants. It affects their whole community, and for many of them, they are fearful, they are afraid, and in the end, all the chants, "I will vote for Donald Trump," all the Latinos for Trump noises have turned into silence. And guys, the silence speaks louder than every of the campaign slogan that they must have sang or danced to in the past. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep watching these videos.
We need to have more empathy for the Cubans being wrongly deported, because no, we don't. Okay, this is exactly what you wanted. Inadvertently, you voted for this. All right, I'm reminded of that little jingle, "I will vote for Donald Trump," and now that they're getting deported, I think, "Cógete a Donald Trump." You voted yourselves out. You voted your family members out by voting him in. You thought that it was only going to be los negritos, the ones that look like me, that were gonna be, deported. Okay, and no, see, I know a Cuban guy. I knew a Cuban guy up until last week. His name was Usnavi. And if you know Cubans, there's always one of them named Usnavi. When your name is literally spelled out U.S. Navy and you have U.S. agents cuffing you, y tú estás, ¿qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? Que te vas pa'l carajo ahora, eh? And this dude was a janitor, but janitor in New Jersey, you can make a lot of money. He had a pickup truck. Él tenía su banderita gringa, tú me entiendes. He was very proud to be an American. Come to find out que te enviaron para Cuba de nuevo. It's hilarious, and at the same time, it's upsetting. I've always gotten along con lo que no son niega raza. The people that are Latin, Caribbean, that don't deny their blackness. ¿Por qué? Because our ancestors over here in this country used to hang together. You understand? Julio Roldan, 1970. Look it up. The information's out there, all right? Cubans, you got that movie Scarface, and it just put you on another fucking roller coaster of a ride in your mind. ¿Te creía que the world is yours, chico? No, it's not. And by the way, Al Pacino ruined that movie, and he ruined Carlito Way playing a Puerto Rican. And it wasn't me, by the way. I did not see Usnavi and say 1-800 Hielo, 1-800 make the drinks cold. It wasn't me. It just so happened to happen that someone in his workplace didn't like him. They ratted him out. They got him at work, okay? That's crazy. It's insane, porque he thought that they were only gonna get the ones that didn't work. Motherfucker, they coming after you because it's easier to find the ones that are working than the ones that are not working. When people aren't working, you don't know where the fuck they at, okay? But when people are at work, it's easy to find them. Así que te cogieron. And I went to kindergarten. I'm sure most of us did. And I was always taught that the color orange meant danger. Cuidado, por ahí viene algo. Green meant go, ¿verdad? Pero since forever, orange has always meant stop, drop, precaution, mira para los lados, something's happening. So I would never vote orange. It could be another orange person that goes up and they want me to buy vote. No way, you orange, bro. I don't trust the color orange. That's the sign of a penitentiary. They put them in orange so that you can see them coming from. You didn't see the writing on the wall? Like, you coming from a country where shit like this has happened, you didn't see like, oh yeah, this looks familiar. No. Hay que ser pendejo.
Hello, 92%. So, I am seeing many videos from the fuck around and find out Latinos for Trump who are now terrified about all the ICE raids and the mass deportations that is happening in their communities. And I see a lot of us, the 92%, who are stitching their videos and essentially reading them the riot act, saying black people tried to tell you, you voted against your own interests, all of that kind of stuff. And I love watching those videos. I, however, won't personally do it because I don't want to drive more engagement to their page when someone clicks on the link to who they are so they can stitch it as well. But I applaud you guys. Keep making them. I love it. But my main thing that I'm making this video is I want all of you, the 92%, to hear, because I want you to acknowledge this part when you do stitch their videos, when you do go to read them the riot act, or actually anybody who is basically a Kamala voter, a non-Trump voter, a person who says, hey, who voted for Kamala, who tried to prevent this from happening. Here's the one thing, but especially for the 92%. I want you all to hear what a lot of these Latinos for Trump are not saying. I want you to hear what they won't say. What is that? They are saying everything from my parents immigrated here for a better life, and I'm a first generation, and I was born here, and now I'm up because my parents came here legally. Now they're saying they might deport me. I've paid for immigration lawyers. I've done this. I've done that. They are saying everything about how it's just horrible how Trump is doing them when they voted for him, and they thought they were only going to get rid of the bad ones or the criminals and not people like me. That okay? I want you to hear everything they are not saying. And what is that? What are they not saying? Because we're going to come on here and tell you. Black people try to tell you. Black people been living this. Black people been trying to tell you all the time. We voted to try to help you. We voted to make sure this would happen. But I want you all to hear what they are not. We should have listened to Black people. We should have listened to Black people. Black people were right. Black people knew this was going to happen, and we didn't listen. They will not say, why are we so aligned with an oppressor that we refuse to listen to the people who tried to help us? Why did we not listen to Black people? They won't even acknowledge Black people in any of their content. They won't even acknowledge the votes we cast to make sure this would not happen to them. None of them will ever say, I should have listened to Black people. Black people were telling us that he was going to betray us. Black people were telling us that he hates Black and brown people, but I thought I was better than them because I believed in all of the white supremacist rhetoric my whole life because I'm a racist. They will never say that. They will never say that. Or they will never say, you know what? I just thought, I bought into everything and Black people told me the opposite and I just didn't want to believe what was coming out of their Black ass mouths. And it turns out they were right. They will never acknowledge us. No matter how many times we post videos to say, Black people tried to tell you, Black people tried to warn you, Black people voted to make sure this didn't happen. They won't mention that at all. Listen to all of those videos out there. Listen to all of them. I have not come across one, not one, who will say, Black people were right all along. Because that right there feeds their anti-Blackness. If they acknowledge the deep-seated anti-Blackness, that means they acknowledge that they're getting what exactly they deserve. Because in the end, that means they're racist. So why should we feel sorry for them? Why should we? When they voted for this. They won't even acknowledge that we were even right. That's how much they despise us. So, 92%. Listen to what they're not saying when they post their, oh my God, Trump is coming for all of us. Listen to what they're not saying.
Yeah, them Latino for Trump folks got real. It's mute. I don't hear nothing ever since that executive order came out. Yeah. Now you thought I forgot about y'all. You thought we forgot about y'all. The Latinos for Trump. I will vote for Donald Trump. Now look at y'all on hush mode. Because you realize that executive order affects you, affects your kids, affects your spouses, affects your parents, affects your friends, affects everyone around you that you've ever loved and cared about that was not born in this country. Now look at you. They're going to be able to snatch you up and lock you up based off of your accent and skin tone alone. Even if you are a white Cuban or a white Puerto Rican or a white Dominican, it don't matter. If your accent even got a little bit of a twang in it, you're cooked.
And now, guys, the situation is now worse because now that the Supreme Court has ruled in favor of Trump's policies, right? Now, ICE agents can round you up based on your, race, ethnicity, and all of that. And they are finding out that, things are becoming worse than they thought because they believed that all Trump's words about opportunity, this and that, they believed that he was going to support them and he was going to protect them. But reality is now knocking on their doorsteps. It's reaching into their neighborhoods, their schools, their workplaces. They are losing their loved ones. They are being deported. The children are growing up. Everyone is afraid. Children are growing up without their parents. The entire community feels targeted. And what they thought was going to affect other people is now their own experience. They are finding out that, regrets mixed with sadness, or how do I even explain this? Because many of them admitted that they did not see it coming. They are forgotten that this story that is being written, they are part of it. And all the excitement of the Latinos for Trump, this and that, they have calmed down because they realize that Trump only needed their votes. He only wanted their votes, right? Any other thing, he was still going to do what he was going to do. And now, the lesson is clear. Many of them are saying so many things online. They regret their votes. They didn't know. They thought he was going for the undocumented people. Many of them, their proximity to whiteness would not allow them to see road, and yada yada yada, and different kinds of stories. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about the Latinos for Trump? Do you pity them or not? If you have found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Please stay safe. Mental health is important. Ciao.